Hey, Tuxdeer Luke here, and in today's video I want to show you the new car I've just picked up, which I think is going to be my daily driver. Now I'm going to do this as a real quick video, probably a single take, only because I've got that much stuff on today, so I don't have too much time to film, but I thought I'd give you a walk around of what this car is, what's up with it, and just basically show you the ins and outs. Now this is an E92 coupe, so pretty nice looking car I think, looks quite sleek, still looks quite modern. Obviously it's got a little bit of damage on it, but I picked up a really good price, which I'll talk about in a second. It is a 325D. Now the 25 obviously means that this car's a 3 litre, because BMW naming conventions make so much sense. But yeah, this is a 3 litre turbocharged diesel underneath there, and it produces around 200 brake horsepower. So it's still no slouch, because it has got a good amount of torque underneath it. But to be honest, it feels like it's a little bit quicker than what 200 horsepower states. Maybe it's been remapped, I don't know. I know these do remap pretty well as well. So yeah, what's wrong with the car? Well, the main damage is the car has been written off, and it's still in its written off state with damage to the front bumper. As you can see right down here, there is a crack, and of course as you get lower down, you look at the underneath of the bumper and you're like, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but you can see the underneath of the bumper is hanging down a bit. Now this bumper can be repaired, and it's worth repairing it, because you're about 300 quid for an M Sport bumper, because this car is an M Sport. So I'm going to get this repaired and resprayed. And there's also, it looks like the bonnet has been resprayed, but someone's done a real bad job of it, and all the clear coat's cracked. And then coming around to the passenger side, it's got crack in the front wing. These are plastic wings, so it's been cracked. And again, the paint job looks pretty bad here. So I think I was going to get the wing, bumper and bonnet just sprayed, get that all matching and looking nice. Obviously get these things colour coded and corrected. This one's missing. And fix little things like the grille. I might just gloss black the grills and buy some of them. They're not too dear. But other damage to the car. Wheels. Every wheel is curbed. Every tyre has chunks taken out of it. And unfortunately, these are 19-inch wheels. And on the back, they are 255 30 profile tyres. So they're not the cheapest things to buy. So instead, what I've actually gone and done instead is bought these wheels. I paid £380 for these, and considering that you'd probably be looking at least £500 of tyres alone on the original 19s for half decent brand, these aren't too bad. These have got all matching Davanti tyres, which are like brand new. You see them, loads of tread on them, and the wheels are in absolutely fantastic condition. These are 18s. I've actually dropped the size down because, quite frankly, I don't want to be curbing the wheel on every single little curb that I come across. The 18s will give a bit more of a flexibility to not curb them, and also I'm kind of liking the idea of having a slightly softer ride, so I'm not being battered around everywhere, and the tyres are a little bit cheaper to replace as well. And these wheels are off an F30 3 Series, which is the generation after the E92, so they will look pretty nice and smart on the car, I think. Now let's get inside this car. This is where this car is actually pretty damn good. The inside is in, well, actually really good condition. So you can see there, it's nothing's really worn too much. There's a couple of little trim bits maybe damaged slightly, but it's a really nice interior. I have given this a little bit of a clean up so far, just because it did smell of dog when I got the car, even though the owner has never had a dog in it. By the look of it, there was no hairs. Let's go in though. This is a 6-speed automatic, ZF, conventional automatic. It's got the flappy paddles on the wheel, and let's just kind of fire this car into life a bit. Okay. Up front we have a 10-inch infotainment display, which has a little bit of damage to the reflectivity, but it still actually works fine beneath it. It looks worse on camera than it does in person. I'm actually pleasantly surprised of how up-to-date this iDrive seems on a 2009 car. It actually looks really good. It does have pretty much every single light flash up when you start the car though, so I need to actually go through everything, see what fault's clear. Let's turn that down so I do not get demonetized. Yeah, so it's got pretty much every single light on. I need to update the maps, get the lights off, see what's wrong with the sensors. The car drives actually really well, but it's, for some reason, it's just saying the brake pads are bad, the tyres are flat, etc, etc, etc. So that's just going to be a, you know, one by one kind of thing to accomplish, really, you know, and try and overcome, which I'm sure we can do with a bit of time. This car has only done Is this flash up? 87,548 miles. So for a 3-litre diesel, that's pretty much nothing. That's good. Yeah, there we go. More faults coming up. What faults do we have? Driving stability, okay. Brake pads, okay. Lighting system, okay. Is that it for now? Flat tyre monitors, okay. Start assistance and active, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of sorting out. But yeah, apart from that, this is a Highline spec, so it's got pretty much all the creature comforts on as well. We've got heated leather seats, both sides, dual zone climate control, pretty well equipped. It's got hard drive built in, so you can actually rip CDs. You put a CD in there, rip it to the internal hard drive, and you can play it back on here. It's got full navigation. We can actually buy kits that sit in between the iDrive and the screen, and it can also add Apple CarPlay to it for a couple of £100, which with that 10-inch screen, that's going to actually look pretty damn good and up to date. So pleasantly surprised what the how up to date the interior is on this car. Let's just move around to the back. It's all pretty clean around here. Thankfully, not much dents down the side. It's quite straight in that regard. Same with all the boot lids and everything. If you look inside here, I'll have that somewhere. Just need to. It's over there. So I need to give the boot a little bit of a clean, but decent sized boot. Back seats fold completely flat, which is nice. So it's actually relatively practical. A little tiny bit of a scuff to the back bumper, which can be quite easily hidden. I don't think we'll have to go and do a full respray or anything like that. We can work with that. And then there's a little bit of body damage, as you can see. It's not massively bad, but it is going to have to be resprayed. You can see it's gone down the door. You can see the marks there on the door. Now I think that's going to come out with a bit of detailing. So the door's good, there's no damage to the sheet metal or anything else. You can see it's brushed along a red car at some points because we have a little bit of damage now to the mirror. So yeah, I think we can basically get the door, the mirror, all that back to fine, and get all this okay, and then just have to get someone to do that properly. I'm estimating probably to get all the bodywork finished off on this car about £500, which is not too bad, I don't think, considering this car only cost me £2,500, which is a lot of car for the money, I'd say. Considering how well equipped it is, how well it goes, how new it seems to, you know, to drive, and it's got Xenons as well, which is also a nice thing to have. So yeah, I looked on eBay and Auto Trader, and it seems to be like even written off with this kind of age and mileage, they're starting like £6,000, so that's a lot of car for the money. So yeah, join me on these videos because I'm going to be doing this car up over the next few weeks and such, and going through all the problems it has, fixing them one by one, giving it a service, a detail, etc. And this should be a pretty nice daily driver for me by the time it's finished. So yeah, I'm kind of quite excited for this car. Anyway, that's all on the introduction to the E92. So you know what to do. Likes if you liked it, dislikes if you don't, and subs if you loved it. So thank you all for watching, see you soon, and as always, take care.